Hello again, welcome back to a very wild and windy Wemblesden Park. It's blowing an absolute gale outside. Typical bank holiday weather, I suppose. Anyway, that's enough waffle. I'll get straight into what we're going to do. Okay, earlier this week I had a delivery of a couple of boxes of tracks. So the last few days I've been working my way around the layout, gluing in the track sections. You'll also notice that I've turned the layout round, so it was over there, it's now over here, so I can work on the back of it. If I just pan the camera over, you can probably just about make out the station areas down in, and the track has now progressed up. Oops a daisy. The track is now progressing up as far as the first riser. This is the back of the bridge. You're not going to see a lot of this because there's going to be a mountain stuck right up behind it, but if I kind of duck through, this is the other side. I mentioned in the last video about the church. Well, I decided to paint it white. It could do with another coat. It's just this side to do. But down here, this is the other side of the lake. If I just lift this up, that's the other end of the station area. What I've also done is, because I've extended this extra 6 inches, it seemed a bit silly to try and confine the track, so what I've done is I've eased the curve slightly, and I've decided here there will be a kind of a split tunnel arrangement again as it goes into the mountain over at this side. Plan is to carry on laying the track up here, up the top of there. I'm missing a short section at the back. The track then runs up here and then it'll cut across, and then there'll be a helix that'll sit on the top of this frame, which will go up a couple of levels to this top level over here, and there'll be a high level bridge over here. But one issue that I've got is I'm running out of materials and I'm on a budget, so I've had a rummage through the shed and I found this. This is actually the old baseboard for the Trent Valley module, which was part of my AC lines layout, and the plywood's actually in fairly good condition. All I've got to do is strip the thing down, and what's good as well is it's still got, if you can see that, it's still got the 2x1 frame as well, so what we can do is run that through the saw, and that will provide some more timber for this layout. So over here I've dragged my saw out. These were bits of plywood baseboards off the other layout that was in the loft, so again we can strip them down and reuse this plywood. So I should have enough bits and pieces kicking around to continue with this project. So today we're going to try and reclaim this baseboard. So it starts with putting the kettle on. Okie dokie. Right, the kettle's boiled. I really do the wind dropping. Right, so what we do now is we take the hot water, one kettle, and we soak all of this in boiling water. Right, so just cover the whole thing in boiling water. And what this will do is it will soften the PVA glue in the ballast mix, and it will make it easy to scrape off. Okay, and just a bit more in there. Just let that sink in. Probably do this cardboard as well, actually. Just give the whole lot a good soaking. Okay, and we'll just let that sit for a couple of minutes to soak through, and then we'll scrape off all of the bits. Here we go. after a bit of scraping, managed to get everything off. Bit of flexi track there, I might be able to use that. That can go in there out the road. Point. And there's some bits of greenery. Again, that'll clean up and be reused. And the only things left, if you can see these are magnets. Now, I always get asked at an exhibition, how does the flashing effect on the pantographs work? Well, these are the magnets, and these were actually buried under the track. And basically, as the train goes over the magnet, it operates the reed switch on the bogie, which in turn flashes the LED on the pantograph. But that's how they work, so they've got to come off. I have to get a screwdriver to get them off, but on the whole this is not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's flat. It's flat, and for what I'm going to use it for, it doesn't make much difference. So right, we're on to the next bit now, get the frame off. Well, we got there eventually. You can see, now I've got some timber. They'll split nicely on the saw, nice full length. I need these to support the inclines at the back of the layout, and importantly I've got a piece of plywood 2 foot by 5 foot. It's worth pointing out that before I took it off the frame, what I did is I dried the board out thoroughly with a heat gun on both sides. While it was still attached to the frame, that would stop it from twisting. So yeah, it's not perfect. Ideally I would just go and buy some new wood, but like I say, with a tight budget and obviously the restrictions on going to places like B&Q at the moment, that I'll just clean this up. It's going to get chopped up anyway, so it's not a big problem, and it's going to be painted, so should be alright. But anyway, let's see how we get on with this. Right, here's one of the timbers that's been split. There you go. Just run them through the saw, and basically what I've used those for is under here. You can sort of see this frame here. That frame there supports the incline going up, so basically that just makes it a bit more rigid. And if I kind of pan that way around, we've now got an incline going this way, and we've got track going up there now, track coming up here, come back under. Here's the other half of the timber that I split. And what I've also done is I had some very thin strips of plywood. So what I've done is I've attached one piece there and the other piece at the bottom here, and they're both glued together, and this will stop any stock from rolling off the back of the layout. The corner's been a bit of a pain to do because it's curved, but it should do the job hopefully. So there, quite a productive day today. At the moment the track sort of ends there. Now where this track's ending here, just get my finger, this will then be the start of the helix going to the top level. So the helix will actually fit in this area here, and it'll go around 3.5 turns and it'll come out up there, and then the line from there will run across from there to there, and then from here there will be a bridge, because this will be the top part of the layout, but it'll probably be halfway up the mountain. Then at this point here I've got to build another helix which will take the track round a couple of times like that to this level, and then the track will then come across another bridge. It'll come out through a tunnel here, it'll come across another bridge, and then it'll come to the back of the layout here onto this frame, and then from there the line will then run down there, it'll run round that corner, and then it'll drop back onto that front section where it drops down over the bridge, comes round here, and then it comes down on this section here, and then as you can see that line then runs out and round to the front. So all in all, quite a productive day. So I think as time's ticking on now, I need something to eat. I'm going to call it a night, I think. So until next time, this is Dave signing off. Take care everybody, and see you again. Cheerio.